It's the gayest podcast ever.
Hello, and welcome to the Gayest podcast ever. I'm Josh, and I'm here with
Eric and CJ.
And what are you doing today, boys? What are you doing today?
Well, I'm writing a letter to Mother Nature because she is being a total bitch.
That twat.
I mean, it was like 81 and 80 this past weekend, and now here we are in the 40s again.
It is a roller coaster ride.
Round in the corner of May.
It does.
May, spring ever happen? We don't know.
I know. At least now, like, today's like the coldest day, and from here it looks like that steady increase up. So I think we're transitioning. I think this weekend was a fluke. It was a beautiful fluke.
It was a beautiful fluke, but
I think it's gonna crawl back to summer. We missed spring. If you this weekend was summer.
What spring?
Exactly. That's why I was like, so now we're going to have a spring.
No, I have spring allergies at 1 billion% going on. I can't even breathe right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I went to the eye doctor the other day, and she gave me this new stuff that they're little pads that you wipe on your eyes. And they're called allergy little things. And she gave me like a pack.
Do you have one of those rollerball pens too?
Girl, if it stops my eyes from being red and itchy, I'll fucking take a walk.
That he puts under his eyes.
Can I shove them up my nose? Would that work?
Josh is like, we're on a trip. He's like, I gotta get up at 7:30. I gotta put my face on. Like, I gotta do things.
You know what? Maybe I'll get in a little summer.
It's gonna be him and Kelly throwing that water up in the face in the Noxzema commercials in all slow motion.
Which Kelly?
I don't know. One of them's
All
done
of
it.
them.
Oh yeah, all the Kellys.
Kelly Rowland's got beautiful skin. Kelly Clarkson's my girl. Pick a Kel, any Kel.
Pickler.
Oh,
Don't pick her.
Kapowski. No,
I do love Tiffany Amber.
Yeah.
Thiessen. Does she still carry the amber? Not these days, right?
I think it's just
she
Tiffany
dropped it.
Thiessen. Yeah,
It's Tiffany Thiessen.
yeah.
She's a grown-up now.
She's not Sarah Michelle or Sarah
She didn't
Jessica.
want to get confused with the other Tiffany Thiessens out there, so she had to have the amber at first.
Only the Sarahs carry the middle names.
Oh, Sarah Michelle,
my God.
Sarah Jessica.
I've been rewatching Buffy because I've been bored. And so I watched the entire, just last season. That was it. I didn't start in the early ones, but I watched the last season. I'm like, they're so good, but they're also so dated now. You forget.
Oh, I bet. When you see cell phones that are just like pocket dialers. I'm also doing an old binge.
I'm doing an old binge too.
That's so funny.
I think I don't like Carrie Bradshaw.
So you're rewatching
Sex and the City. I'm already up to like the Russian, so I'm almost done. But I'll just put it on like because I already did a Schitt's Creek rewatch because I was already bored. But I just noticed how like selfish she is. Like it's the episode of like Yukachi Tachi Tan or whatever, and like Miranda's like drowning in the baby stuff, and Stanford's trying to get her to talk about Marcus, and she just keeps going on and on and on about herself like all the time. I don't know.
There's a lot of feelings out there that carries the worst part about Sex and the City.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those like sub underlings. And I'm currently watching for the first time The Big Bang Theory, which it is funnier than what I thought it was. I'm on season 4.
Oh, so Amy Farrah Fowler's in it now.
Yes,
That's
we just met her.
Her and Bernadette are like they bring a different aspect to the show.
Bernadette was there. Now she's gone.
Still never watched it.
Yeah,
I watched it.
The only thing that I will say about it is it's not going to age well, and it already hasn't. Like a lot, the little Jewish one, Howard makes a lot of real bad sexist jokes, real bad ones, and I like kind of cringe at some of them. So I'm like, I don't know. I get why they definitely had to bring in more females because some of it, like poor Penny, man, she is just railroaded it every second. And but yeah, it's been something. You know, it's those
easy. You can put it on. You can watch it. You can.
Some of those episodes are 18 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm like CBS.
Well, yeah, because they were
That's
CBS.
half of the episodes commercials.
3 commercial breaks
minutes?
for 6 minutes.
That's insane. Most half-hour comedies are like that 22, 23 minute. When I saw one the other day, I was like, Spencer's like, okay, I gotta finish this. Then we're gonna watch a movie or something. I was like, okay, so I have time for
Well, they do like the 2-minute ads now. It's not the same thing. Like
it's crazy.
And you're even annoyed at those. You're like, why can't I fast forward?
Right.
Like,
nothing made me upgrade quicker to Hulu ad free than when we were binging Modern Family, and it was like fucking 4-minute commercials every like 10 minutes, and I was like, no, I looked at Spencer, I go, this is worth the extra $3 a month or whatever the hell it is.
What is this garbage?
It's like funny that you said something about how sexist the jokes were and how they're not going to go. For a show like Buffy, that it's very like female like led. Now, looking back at all like the Joss like drama, like there were some jokes in there. I was like, ouch, that doesn't land well today at all. So maybe the rumors are true.
Just to touch on that, I've also been watching like American Crime Story, and it's about like Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, and it was the 90s. I was like in middle school. I knew the names.
All that went down more closer to like 97,
98. So I was just going into high school, like. So nothing. I mean, I knew the names, but nothing really stuck with me. So now I've watched like the Crime Story, and it's like, I just like if that were to happen now in the Me Too movement and everything that was going, like he would not have been president. Like it was just so funny how like everyone thought it was going to be such this big deal, and like now that I watched it play out, and I'm like, oh yeah, like he got to keep being president. Like that all kind of just flew away. And, like everybody kind of took like her side and was feeling all the sympathy toward her, and he got away with like all this stuff. But it makes you think about the Clintons and what that whole show was with like Kevin Spacey, where he like took over the White House and then his wife wanted to be president. And I'm like, are the Clintons like those people? Like, are they that corrupt? And like the suicides, and I definitely know who Linda Tripp is now. And God, it was just so crazy. So today, actually, before I came here, I watched like the ABC special that Hulu aired as well, like just to be like put faces to names. Listen to the actual tapes and stuff.
I love that. If you have Hulu, the Dropout with the Amanda Seyfried, she plays that Elizabeth Holmes character, the one that Theranos, the blood, she essentially was like, she dropped out of Stanford, and it's 8 or 9 episodes, and it talks, Elizabeth Holmes was this woman who defrauded like worse than Anna Delvey. She got billions of dollars.
Oh, we talked about this.
We did talk about it. It was so good. Me and Spencer finished it, and then HBO has like a 90-minute documentary about it, and we watched that after. And watch out, Emmy season. Amanda Seyfried's coming for you because she did a remarkable job nailing her mannerisms.
I still want to watch that, but I kind of want to watch like the documentary first, so I know like.
That's funny. I like watching the characterization first.
Yeah, same.
Well, I like watching the dramatic reenactment.
Well, for me, if I think about the Anna Delvey, like the whole thing, like it just like. It got on my nerves, like the way she was doing it. I'm like, why is this such a weird accent she's doing? But then when you watch the documentary and you hear like her actual voice, you're like, she was spot on with that.
Then you're definitely going to want to watch the documentary first about Elizabeth Holmes, because she kind of talks out of the side of her mouth.
I've seen
and it's like weird.
Yeah, like the previews, she does this like weird, like
absolutely.
But that's how people have to be. People are giving what's her name from How to Get Away with Viola Davis
about Michelle
Obama. But I feel like I don't know, like she does the lip thing kind of perfect. That's how Michelle Obama like does it sometimes.
So you've started.
Well, first of all, I thought it was a binge. Nope.
No, they're doing one episode a week. When you said you were watching it, I was like, oh, I'm waiting till the whole thing airs, then I'm going to do it all.
Oh, well, I had to watch it with Dan, who decided that he needed to give me a history lesson. While I was watching it, I was like, I kept pausing it. I'm like, yes, I know that Betty Ford invented the Betty Ford Center. I mean, it doesn't take a genius. He had also had a couple cocktails.
It's so funny. Nothing pisses me off more than when I'm watching something. He goes, pause it real quick. And I'm like, this is not going to be real quick, is it? And so this reminds me. It's something I was doing at work the other day. I'm like, what?
My favorite, no, it's Spencer. I love that we all have something that our spouses or significant others will add. Spencer, what he'll do is he'll just start talking over it and then literally go, what just happened in that scene?
Oh.
And I look at him, I go, I don't know. I was trying to listen, but you kept talking to me.
What do you think is going to happen here? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm watching it for the first time, just like you.
Yeah. Yes. I'm just like,
if we maybe shut up, we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I talked over that. Can you rewind it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'll be like, let's pretend we're in the movie theater. Like,
shit. Spencer's leaned over in the movie theater too. Like, I'm like, oh.
My favorite's when I'm like, okay, one more 30-minute show and I've got to get to bed. And so then we pause it 20 times and it becomes an hour and a half show.
It took me 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes.
This is why it took you like 4 days to watch Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Exactly.
It's like just kind of creeping through it. Oh my gosh. Don't ever try and watch like Roots or anything like really long.
Geez,
like you'd be, we'll see when you're 80. But yeah, that's funny that we're all like kind of binging old stuff because I feel like there's not a lot.
Oh, my friend at work's like binging ER. She's like, I'm in like season like 18.
That's
like,
at least a good. There's lots
what?
to it. That's literally when I found The Big Bang Theory. I was like, what has a lot of seasons in it? And I was like, even though it's a 30-minute, there's like 13 or 14 seasons of Big Bang Theory. I was like, oh, this will last me a minute.
I think that's the thing now. All the new shows come out and they're like 6, 8, 10 episodes, and then you're finished and you're like, now what? I need something else. And so it's good to go back to something that has all of these like seasons.
We finished that Severance show on Apple TV or Apple Plus. I always call it the wrong damn thing. And I think it's going to get a lot of awards love. Ben Stiller is like directing it. Adam Scott's the main guy. It's got Christopher Walken. It's really trippy. I would have given up on it like 3 or 4 episodes in. Spencer then got hooked and made me finish it with him. And I definitely set it up for a crazy season 2, but it was weird. And the episodes were like 35 minutes and there's 8 or 9 episodes. I'm like, this is like so crazy. Like if you're going to give me 8 or 9 episodes, give me a full hour. Give me those like Game of Thrones, hour and 15-minute episodes.
Exactly.
Right. Where like at the 52-minute you pause it because you're like, oh, it's getting real good. I know it's going to end soon. And then you're like,
I get more concerned. I'm like, okay, we have 8 more minutes and I still have questions about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to wrap this up. And I know it's the last episode. Sometimes Spencer will pause it and be like, how many episodes is this series? How many episodes? Because you're like, am I going to have to wait? Like, are we going to have like a Euphoria drought and have to wait 2 years to find out what happens next?
I am the king of, wait, how many episodes is it?
I have a question for you guys. Do you, especially like on like Netflix or any of the streaming devices, do you look at what the future episodes' little descriptions are?
Sometimes I try to look for episodes that have like titles in it to at least like get an idea, but sometimes I just can't, and I'm like, I need to know what's going on.
Spencer literally will go through each one and read them and show me the icon. I go, this is gonna give something away. I can like my favorite is we're on episode like 2 or 3 of 10 even, let's say, and then he'll go down to episode 9 and the description is like, the group deals with the fallout of the death of one of their favorite members, and I'm like, oh my god, now I know someone's gonna die. Like,
but this is how you can tell that I do this kind of stuff, because even when I was like little and to this day, like when I read a book, I'll sometimes just read the last page to see if I'm gonna like the ending.
As much as
Excuse me, I have to sign up from this podcast right now.
As much as I hate spoilers, I also kind of love spoilers.
I don't, because if they don't go my way, I am not pleased.
Yeah, you're really good, because especially like a lot of like the Marvel stuff, I unfollow all the accounts because I'm like, nope.
Oh no, I dive deep. If a poster is released, I will get my magnifying glass out. He's
looking for the 5 different clues.
I will look for a little something that Kevin Feige's put in.
Okay, Waldo.
Is that the Scarlet Witch back there? Who is that?
That's I don't know. I like being surprised. I like being that. I like the magic of it. Why do we come to the movies? For magic,
Do we go to the movies anymore?
Oh, I've got tickets for next Thursday for Doctor Strange.
I have tickets for Monday for that.
Hey, you guys, I'm sorry. Is the movies like the theater now? You guys are like, I have tickets. Like,
you have to.
It's opening night.
I'm going on open night.
Is there a red carpet? Like, what are you wearing?
Nicole Kidman's going to be there. This is why we come to the movies.
30 minutes into the pre-sale, half the theater was sold out.
He texted me and I was like, I can't get the website to load. It's crashing.
I can't. Is this like an airplane now? Do you have to reserve your seat?
Absolutely,
yes.
You do.
You're joking.
No. Me and Spencer are favorites, J9 and J10.
Ooh, I don't have a favorite.
A12, that's Zach and Kelly's song. What?
Yeah. Oh no, we have a favorite theater, and then last weekend,
my jaw is on the floor. I haven't been to the movies clearly since like Love, Simon came out in 2017. Like,
wow.
I've seen 3 movies in theaters this year. 2 in the last month.
I don't know.
We went and saw the Uncharted with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, and then we went and saw the new Harry Potter one.
Oh, now we know about the surge of October of 2020.
Yeah, I did want to see Harry.
Oh, dude, I got COVID from the Spider-Man movie theater. I'm positive. That guy kept coughing at me.
You were positive. That just came back positive.
I'm looking, and I blame. This guy kept hacking, and I looked at Spencer. I go, I'm ready to ask him to leave. He had a mask on, so I felt like
Josh's
I couldn't.
popcorn, and then Josh was just eating.
Oh, I literally the drink was on my side. I moved it to Spencer's, and I was like, no, we can't be exposed out here.
dead.
Yeah, what was it called? No Way Home. I got COVID.
You had no way home.
Yeah, no, I literally was this. Had it not been, we were already a week late to seeing it. I knew that there was like going to be the other Spider-Mans in it. I was like, I just need to see this. And I'm pretty sure that guy gave me COVID.
Yeah.
We call him Ground Zero.
Yeah, you should have gone on opening night.
We should have. And we also went to a different movie theater than we normally go to. We weren't in J9 and J10.
Yeah, we had to go to a different movie
We had to go to different
because it's sold out before we got our tickets.
Went to one in Macomb County.
It's like the section of the city episode where they're like, only thing sadder than that is Jack Berger not wearing Prada. Nope, just Josh getting COVID.
Yeah. After COVID, like the movies.
Are the Glitterati going to Brooklyn?
After COVID, the movies are like the new like hit like concert that's coming to town. As soon as they're on sale, you got to start refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break now that I've spilled all my COVID details.
So if you were at this theater,
Spider-Man, the 7:15 showing on December, I don't even remember. It was right before my
birthday. And now they know your favorite seats. They're going to see it.
I'm not telling you what theater. Try and find me. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break.
Where's Waldo over here?
I swear to God, these shows. I'm gonna go sit down in the movie theater and there's CJ with a magnifying glass and be like, all right, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we're back. Now that Eric's done living the high life over there with his Miller Lite, which I think he's drinking against his will. But
because like downtown shuts down now. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
people, the world is open again.
Please visit your local downtown.
Not your local movie theater.
Yeah. If you saw me walking downtown Detroit today, you probably thought I was homeless. I was just looking like booze. You have some booze?
He was drinking wine out of a brown paper bag.
And then I finally found an open place, and I was like carrying my brown paper bag down. I'm like, wow, this is a different side of me.
All of a sudden, I missed our Zoom calls with our liquor at home.
Yeah.
Don't speak such
blasphemy. I'm just kidding.
But speaking of walking down the runway, let's talk about the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. By the time this episode comes out, it will be several weeks
beyond,
past the spoiler alert range. So, for those of you who, still don't want to know, turn it off the podcast, I guess, at this point. But otherwise...
What a thing to say.
Well, okay, skip ahead like 5-10 minutes. Is there a fast forward button? But that
never do that again.
Yeah, okay. It didn't fly. It didn't work. It didn't land. But yes, so we have a winner. And it's not a big pill.
It's a willow pill.
Which I couldn't be more happy with.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, she was my top one from like week 2 or 3.
Well, and then the top 2 altogether.
I loved the top 2. I mean, I was really upset that there was a top 5.
Right.
That was too much. And I will say my 2 favorite performances that got into the final 2 were Lady Camden and Willow Pill.
Those Lady Camden was my other choice. I would have been happy with either.
Yes, yeah. And the Lady Camden, like the energy she brought, I was like, girl, this should have been since day 1. But she, like she said, she grew and
she was just she really found herself in this season.
She really did.
I think she did. She came out of her shell. She would took risk. She wasn't. All the parts that she got, she really wasn't into, but she went and she those were the challenges. She won.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When she put herself out there.
She was one that in the beginning I was like, oh, I kind of like you. And then the more and more I got to know her, I loved her. And she really just flourished.
Yeah,
she'll definitely probably be back on an All Stars or some other show that Rue's
I could see her being really big on the circuit because she's so fun and vivacious. And I just think she brings a really cool... drag and vibe.
She's got a
vibe.
vibe.
I would hang out with Lady Camden.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But Willow Pill, so outside the box.
Yeah.
Stuff that we've never seen before. I mean, that last big suit, it was the big jacket with the arms, and then it was big pants with the pockets.
She's just so different. There's something about her style, and she keeps everything so close to her chest. She does not reveal a lot. Her dancing and her singing, all of her challenges were just great.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed the whole season.
Same.
I will
Yeah.
say. Did you guys watch the reunion show?
I did not. That's
I did.
one
I was on my phone the whole time though. Like,
Okay,
it's just annoying.
I will say I did watch it. And usually I don't watch those. Like I don't watch Untucked. I really enjoyed the reunion episode just for the pure fact of like Carrie Colby talking about like the being trans, and then the level of support she's gotten online and that she's provided to other drag queens, because a lot of this season is now.
And who's the other one that came out as trans on the reunion?
So Jasmine Kennedy came out
Jasmine,
during,
yeah.
but now since it's aired, it's also been like Cornbread is transitioning,
Okay.
and so is Willow Pill.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think Willow Pill has always said that they were at least fluid. Like there was no like real like gender identity there.
But yeah, I think they are both now starting the process, like the hormone process and all of that, to transitioning. And Carrie Colby, who I just think is stunning.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, she's
stunning. Was just like, she called them her trangels. My little trangels. And I was
Carrie's
just
Trangels.
like, yes, I love it.
I'd watch that show.
Right? Oh my gosh. And like, yeah, watching
I should
people
patent that
transition.
right now.
You should reach out to RuPaul or
Rue's like-
VH1.
Yeah, Rue's like, sorry, bitch. I already got it.
My
Contracted.
lawyer did that 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. I would say if we went ever to Vegas and survived,
I would love to.
I would love to go to the RuPaul show. in
Oh, yeah.
the Flamingo.
I feel like this cast is a cast when they do their tour. That is something I kind of want to go to.
I would absolutely.
I haven't loved a cast like this. I want to say since like season 7.
It's
Season
been a
8.
while.
It's been a minute, and I don't know if it's because they dragged it on for 3.5 months, but like
But they were very. I mean, I wasn't a fan of Diabetes.
No one was.
nobody was.
And she was really sorry not to cut you off, but like during the reunion show, she was like, you could tell she's been going through some shit
Well,
because the way
yeah.
she was portrayed and how
Yeah.
people are attacking her.
Girl, you were only betrayed the way you act.
And she said that throughout the entire show, but sorry.
No, I think there were very few. I mean, granted, there were a couple that early on that got booted off. I don't even remember their names, but overall, like I liked just about everyone on the cast. So it was such a good cast.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Angeria too, but
Loved
Love
Angeria.
her.
she's a pageant queen.
She's a
And
pageant
I was like, we
queen.
have seen this, we have done this. Like,
Yeah, but I think she was different though. Like,
oh, she was very. It took me back to like Julie Newmar and like
Right, well,
the movie.
I
Who
like
Wants to-
Priscilla.
Yeah.
I like how she took the pageant queen look though and put a little like southern comedy in it with like her okay or whatever
Oh
she
yeah,
did.
yeah. Like I think her and Camden would make a cute little fun couple if they
my
really are like
God.
dating. and
Yeah, they
flirting.
talked about
Yeah.
that. But the other thing that of the 5 that were in the finale, because they all got to do a solo performance, and then Rue took the top 2 and they lip synced for the crown. I thought Angeria had the third best.
Yes.
Okay.
I did not feel Bosco's or Diabetes.
I did not even think Bosco and Diabetes was a thing. I did not think that was going to be even in the running. I had Angeria, Wilpill, and Camden as the
That
top
should have been the
3.
final 3.
That was, I think we could go back to a podcast like 7 weeks ago, and I literally said that.
Well, Angeria came out. She started the performances and was very strong, very energetic. Got the crowd involved.
Yeah,
and then
she was a dancer.
Yeah.
and I was like, Angeria.
Pick those legs.
And,
Yeah.
and from there, then it went into Bosco, who did like a slower number,
A Billie Eilish number.
Really pulled us
And we know
down.
how you guys feel about Billie Eilish.
And the other thing
Here we
is-
go. And she really pulled us down.
And it was like, it was under 2 minutes. It was
Yeah, it
so
was very short.
short and weird. And
It was very unique though for like Rue to do these like original like songs.
who's singing them? Who's singing them? Michelle Visage. They're available on iTunes to buy. And I was like, these are not these queens
Well,
singing
it's-
them. It was the
it's-
same girls singing them all, but it was weird.
Well, no, it sounded like one. I forget who did it, but one of them sounded like Adam Lambert. I was like, I forget. Maybe it could have been Willow Pill. I don't know, but I was like, this kind of sounds like Adam Lambert.
Oh, I
Now,
don't know.
he would be good on Drag Race.
Right?
He's been a judge.
Yeah, that doesn't shock.
But yeah, so I mean, I was really, really happy with this season, especially happy how it ended. Seeing Simone again, like, loved Simone.
She walked out in a very casual outfit, which I love.
I feel
That's her
like
style.
a lot of like the queens when they're giving up the crown are very casual. But I mean, I don't remember a lot of queens, and I find it ironic that this season I remember most everyone that went home. Like because usually
Because no one went home
the first top 3, like usually I'm like, what's her name?
Well, the runway looks Widow Pill, Cornbread in that Beauty and the Beast mashup, amazing.
I don't remember that.
She
one.
had the Beast makeup on
for the finale.
with the bell outfit and
That's
the
what she
big
wore.
flower.
And she was Miss Congeniality.
Yes.
Oh well, that's totally that's understandable.
I was hoping Carrie Colby would be.
I loved that.
I thought Carrie Colby would be a good little mother, good little.
no,
I love the Infinity Gauntlet that she had. Very
Who was
Marvel.
the other surprise hookup with the girl from Grand Rapids?
Orion Story and Gigi, gorgeous.
And
Really?
gorgeous. Yeah,
I always want to say Gigi. It's just gorgeous.
gorgeous. Yeah,
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Because there was a Gigi, wasn't there? Gigi Gorgeous or something like that. One of the previous seasons.
There's always a Gigi.
There's always
We've had
a Gigi.
14 seasons and over 100. So that's got to. Oh my god, we had 100.
Yeah, because the new season's gonna be starting.
We're about
right?
to do All Star 7.
Oh, I'm excited for
Of
All-Star.
all
this is-
winners.
There are some queens, and they're all winners.
This is on Paramount Plus.
Probably. I don't know.
I'm gonna need a login
I don't have that one.
I'll give you a login.
because you know what else is on that Paramount Plus that I need to watch is the Homecoming Real
New Orleans.
New Orleans, and it
Yes.
is all over.
Danny's been sharing so many
When he
stuff.
replied to one of my Instagram comments I left him. Well, he hearted it.
Which one?
He hearted one of mine when I slid into his DMs.
Oh.
Which one?
Danny.
Oh, I love Danny.
Yeah.
Clearly, he made all of us gay back in the 90s.
Right.
And
And I want to know why they all hate Julie. I mean, I know, but I want to know. Like,
They made her cry back in the first season.
Wait,
Like-
I forgot about Matt and David, or David, who now goes by Tokyo.
oh, that's right.
Yeah. And then
Jamie got old.
I heard the Salt and Pepper works, though. And then somebody, I guess Melissa was talking about when Kelly walked in, she's like, oh, that's a movie star's wife over there.
Because she's married to Scott
Wolf. And I guess it premiered when he was still playing like Bailey on Party of Five.
Oh my God, that's
That's
right.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I forgot all about
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Yeah. I was like, I remember when they first like announced in People that they were engaged, and I was like, get it, Miss Thing.
I'm sorry. I'm 20 years old again. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God.
Wow, I'm back.
And I'm back.
Yeah. J-Lo and Ben are together.
Brittany's pregnant.
It is 2000s all over again. But yeah, so I would be curious to watch. I didn't watch any of the other reboot one. You did, though.
No, I mean,
just
I watched the
watched New
first.
York.
I watched the New York one. They brought him on like a stage. I did not watch LA. I did not watch that season. I thought Beth and David. It was just too much drama.
Okay.
I didn't really start watching until like Hawaii came out.
Hawaii was the first season I
and then
remember.
New Orleans was next, and then like Chicago,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
I started with LA because it had John from Kentucky in it.
Okay.
That country boy.
Yeah, Boston. I didn't watch any of those. Miami.
No.
In LA.
Yeah, Tech and like the one in Hawaii with Ruthie, and she was like an
Tech
alcoholic.
was always naked.
Tech was always naked.
And then Seattle was one of my favorites too.
Yeah, I didn't watch Seattle. That's when the guy got slapped, and he ironically did come out later
By Irene, yeah.
after she told him he was gay.
that was pre
And
Hawaii.
Then there was
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
David with the two colored eyes, who was gorgeous.
Oh, they were. Austin was a pretty good season. I watched
Yeah.
Austin.
Las Vegas. I mean, with Trishelle.
Las Vegas was good.
So-
I even liked Hollywood. I thought Hollywood was good.
Oh, I didn't. Then I started falling off the wagon by
That's. I
Hollywood.
think Hollywood's the last season I watched.
Because I watched Paris.
Yes.
with CT.
Oh, I
Hello.
loved
Yeah.
Paris. So Steve and I
And Ace.
rewatched Vegas and Paris. And then it was Paris. Was there a London show?
London was like season 5.
It was early.
It was
before
early.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
So yeah, it went like, what was it? New York, LA, San Francisco, and then I think London, Miami, Boston, Hawaii.
And then they revisited New York at some point.
Yeah.
They did, and they also revisited Vegas because the guy that was like in gay porn, and like the
Oh,
girl,
yeah.
the girl found out on Dustin, I think, his name,
Dustin.
and the girl found out on the show because her mom called her.
What was that? Sean Cody or something he was in, or something like that. I forget.
Frat bros or
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
don't remember this, but I'm going to do some research later
yeah.
tonight. Don't you worry.
Because New York, the second one had Miz, who's now the professional wrestler.
Oh, and Coral, that's where they became
Coral,
friends.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, because I thought The Miz
I did miss a couple seasons then.
was like Road Rules?
No, he was New York, the second one. Yeah.
Oh.
With Coral.
Remember
Yeah.
Road Rules? Remember that's how
I didn't watch Road Rules.
Oh, I totally watched it.
I got-
Semester at Sea
Yep, got some of my first gay crushes.
with Veronica because she was a big all-star.
Oh, she's back on the All Stars one.
Stop
So there's an
it.
All Stars challenge that is coming out, and it's only people that have won. And so it's like a bunch of like Wes is on it, MJ's on it,
Like Johnny Bananas?
Key West. No, Johnny Bananas is not doing it. Like Cyrus, Darrell, Veronica.
Oh my God.
Not my girl Katie.
No, yeah. I said winners.
Exactly.
She's a winner, baby. Nah.
I had such a crush on Shane, and it was one of those early Road
Oh,
Rules.
Shanity. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. She's been living her best life.
I think my sophomore year.
She is such a drama starter, though. On every challenge she goes on.
She's a gay, of course. My sophomore year of college, this new incoming freshman came in and looked just like Shane, and I had the instant biggest crush on
Those
him.
little curls and the green eyes. I get it.
I did hit that, but he's like, my name's not Shane. I'm like, it is tonight.
Oh, too funny. Well, let's take a quick little break. Let's refill our drinks, and when we come back, we're going to get down and dirty. Oh, stay tuned. And we're back. And I know I said down and dirty. I mean, that sounds sexy. And what I really mean is, like, disgusting.
He means Depp and dirty.
I mean, like, yeah, like shitting on the bed dirty. And so,
Yeah.
so for those of you who haven't heard, most recently, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. And I have a stupid question. Were they actually married?
Yeah, they got
They were
married
married,
in like
okay.
20. I want to say 2014, 15, somewhere around there.
Okay, so these are part of the divorce proceedings.
No, the
this
the divorce has been over.
Yeah,
So this is just a defamation suit.
Yeah, like he is suing because she is taking projects like away from him.
A defecation suit, if you will.
Yes, very much.
You, David.
So Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were married. They're now divorced. I believe he's suing her for defamation
of character for like $50 million.
Yes, because she has just been for years.
He
now,
got
it
kicked
feels
out of the
like.
Pirates of the Caribbean movie because
He got kicked out of the Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, like
Fantastic
he's-
Beast.
Yeah,
You know the
he's
Harry
gonna-
Potter movie you don't know about? Johnny Depp was kicked out of it. But yeah, so
He
he's
must be
lost,
devastated.
shit hit the fan, and so there's been 4 days of this testimony, and it's all been like live, like it's on YouTube. You can watch it,
TikToks are unreal.
and it's just so crazy. So Amber Heard, and like I do want to say this. Let's give a little disclaimer on here. Like I believe people when they say they were abused. You gotta believe people that. When they say this, you got to investigate. You got to find out what's going on. And-
They found out what's going on, and there's proof and tapes, and
Yeah, so-
apparently these people just love to record each other and like do things. Like,
yes, and so now there's been doctors involved. There's been neighbors. There's been eyewitnesses, and a lot of what's coming out sounds like
celebrities are testifying.
It sounds like Amber Heard maybe was feeling some type of abuse or whatnot. I'm not negating that, but it sounds like a lot of what she said was fabricated or maybe blown out of proportion.
And she like set up tapes trying to like record him doing like bad stuff, and he's not doing bad stuff. Like, yeah, he's drunk, and that's all they keep saying. It's like, well, you drank a really big glass of wine.
Oh, how about the bags of weed? Did you see that one?
Oh, the
He had-
cocaine box was pretty hilarious for me. Like the way that he was just like, well, I wouldn't say that. It's like a box that I have. I wouldn't say it's a cocaine box.
Oh my gosh!
The judge had to like tell people to stop like rooting and laughing, like when Johnny Depp talks.
I mean, I've drank a bottle of wine since we started recording. So
Seriously.
Yeah, no, and so today I want to say I was reading that a doctor testified, and very early on he sat with Amber Heard for like several hours and said that she had sociopathic tendencies.
Yeah,
So-
I've seen some of the videos. I can kind of agree with. I mean, she shit on the man's bed.
She shit on the man's bed, and the memes coming out of that. I mean, you know what was trending on Twitter today? Amber Turd. Amber Turd. I was like, the internet is savage.
That's It's better than the Jamie Tart dude.
Right? Amber, because her name's Amber Heard. Amber Tart.
Amber Shark dude.
You know, Elon Musk is just like, God damn it.
Oh my God, she shit on a mattress. He's
like,
Twitter.
I literally bought Twitter, and I'm not even like the highest tweet.
He's like, this bitch.
Twitter's coming for Amber Tart.
No, and there's like all these talks of like threesomes that she did with James Franco and Cara Delevingne, and there's images of them in like their hotel elevators, and people are going to be brought to testify, like big celebrities, like A-list people.
Well, James Franco was probably high the entire time.
James Franco is probably one of the freakiest celebrities on earth. Like, he does all these like gay
He's
films.
dealing enough with his own sexual indiscretion.
He's got like
lawsuits.
95 degrees from all these Ivy League schools. Like,
Next, you're gonna bring in the guy from Call Me by Your Name, the one that was the cannibal, or
Army Hammer. Yeah. Army Hammer and Amber Heard.
Amber Heard's like, he ate me. Look,
Amber Heard Army Hammered me.
Yeah. Jesse, what's his face
I
from
think
Empire?
I just made a porn movie for them.
Yeah.
I bet she'd shit on his chest and didn't like it.
Oh, David.
Amber's like, I've got a really good witness. Jesse from Empire is here.
Wasn't Amber Heard the one that like sent a private jet to go get her dogs from?
She was in that movie Keeping Up with the Joneses.
No, but like when like I want to say like a coastal or an island country was flooding or had hurricane, and they couldn't get the dogs out via like normal like protocol. She literally sent a jet to go get her dogs.
I mean, I would probably done the
I
same
would-
if I had the money.
I'm like,
okay, maybe because I don't have
Why are
pets.
you
You
acting
guys
like
you
this is
both
a
are
weird-
looking at me like I would absolutely send a private
Like,
jet to save my animals.
I don't
from
see the problem.
Oh, and I'm still like, man, this is adding up. Like, she's a crazy person.
I would 100% do that.
Spencer would send one for Lily.
Yeah, I'm like-
so
I'm like-
I don't know why I question that is.
What's your point, Josh?
Sorry, I'm still learning this whole pet. I don't take ownership.
Pet
of
dad.
Lily.
Yeah, you're a pet
No.
dad.
Spencer calls me her stepmom.
Josh is the freak that like the pet would go missing, and then Josh is like, "I will help the search party look for you, but I'm the one that made you go
Yes.
missing."
Don't go toward my trunk.
No, I'd be the person in the sitcom that tries to buy go to the pet store and be like, I need an animal that looks like this, hoping to pass it off that they never know the difference.
Oh, like Jinx in the movie with Ben Stiller.
It's happened in every comedy series. I feel like
that
Modern
one
Family.
spot's different.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
And I'm like, sometimes Spencer, I was like, oh, that looks just like Lily. He's like, that's a completely different color than Lily. And I was like, oh.
So you would never.
I could never pick her out of a lineup.
So
which is
if she
terrible.
did that, I mean, that's not the worst thing that Amber Heard has done.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
shitting on bed is high up there.
Can you imagine? I literally, if I was that, I would be like, let's settle.
No, there was
a
a picture today of like him on TikTok, and she took it to use as evidence, and he's like passed out, and there's ice cream all over him, and she's like
Are we
saying,
sure it's ice cream? Is it chocolate ice cream?
I thought it was like a big coffee drink at first.
oh, like
But
iced
then-
coffee.
Yeah, and so then they start asking him about it, and he's like, well, yeah, she did that on purpose and asked me to hold that after my 18-hour day on set when I had to work all day. And I was falling asleep.
And you know, Johnny gets into his characters too. He's
He does like
exhausted.
research and all this character acting. I don't know.
There's photos of me passed out with like Taco Bell all over
Right.
me. Like
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a long, hard day. Like I get it, Johnny.
None of us could run for office.
I have pictures of Steve passed out in a bar in London last week, dead asleep while a live performance was singing about him sleeping.
Those will be available on our
chair, yeah.
website. No, I'm just kidding.
Those will be available on my OnlyFans page.
But like the photos that are coming out of this trial, like the memes and like her face.
He literally will tell prosecutors, like, excuse me, I was talking. Like,
I just want to see some, like, you know how the courthouse people like draw the pictures, but I want them to draw them in the style of Tim Burton. So like Johnny Depp has a big forehead and like a big beard or whatever.
and it's like taking place in like Virginia or something.
Yeah, like this is the photo, and I'll post it later on our socials.
Well,
that they keep using in memes and stuff. And I was like, I'd be pissed.
People are talking about like she's copying his style too. Like the day after he wears an outfit, she'll come to court dressed like that the next day.
Oh,
it's still not on Adelphi. Get me panties.
that sounds a little like I'm sure Dr. Summer's picking up on the sociopathic tendency.
I need Johnny to stand up and be like, I do not have time for this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the whole situation's crazy. But yeah, he's lost millions of
he
dollars.
doesn't need any money. Let's face it. But
What if he likes to work?
no, I get it. He does.
I mean, he was kicked out of the Harry Potter franchise, but it's not as bad as J.K. Rowling, so...
They're trying to kick her out for being transphobic.
Yeah.
Which she is. But did you see at the BAFTAs, which is like the British version of the Oscars, they introduced Emma Watson, who plays Hermione Granger, and they said, like, and by the way, she's a witch. And she came out and she's like, I'm here for all the witches.
Yeah.
I was like, snaps for you, Hermione Granger.
You know what? So I was in London last week, and I did tour the Harry Potter studio, and what I wish they would change... They put all the stuff in studios J and K. And I was like, ooh,
They are next to each other alphabetically.
Yeah, but can we still change this? Like,
and
they did that on
those are your
purpose.
favorite movie seats. No, just kidding.
Oh, wow. They're in the same row. Although, I'm not opposed to moving Spencer to row K, and I get row J. And that way he's not leaning over and whispering to me, like, do we know why everyone's cheering at this part? Because, like... You know, especially in a Marvel movie, someone will show up like Charlie Cox, the Daredevil, and I was like, "Ooh!" And Spencer's like, "Do we know him?"
Oh, that's Steve's like, "I don't get it, but I'll ask you later."
Did you see anybody famous like Channing and Zoe were there, or the Queen? You know, anybody?
I really looked for Channing and Zoe. Like Steve was like, "Why are we walking instead of taking the tube?" I'm like, "It's fine.
We're getting our steps."
He's like,
"Follow me."
He's like, "We've passed this Magic Mike show like 20 times." I'm like, "It's fine. We're just looking for someone."
I love it. Yeah, and it was the Queen's birthday.
It was the Queen's birthday.
Did you celebrate with her?
I celebrated, but not particular. I probably slept a lot.
Is
more
she
on her
100
birthday.
yet?
No, she's 96, I think.
97, 96?
It's 70.
She just celebrated 70 years on the throne.
We're fast approaching.
It's 96. I'm afraid that she's going down.
Well, and like what? Like they've already...
Charles might get to be king for like a year.
Because he's 70 something.
Yeah.
And they did say that Camilla gets to be called queen.
Yeah. Oh, but Kate's doing this thing now where like she's doing these really big headbands.
She's serving Camilla's food.
Like she started off with just a whittle headband, and now like literally her headband is the size of a tiara. So I'm like, I don't know if she's practicing like the weight of something.
She should
on her
talk
head.
to our friend Alyssa about headband.
Yeah, no,
usage.
it's like 4 inches off her head. Like it was trending today. Please look it up.
I mean, I would just want to have like a funny like wedding London hat party just to see what you guys come up with.
Don't go with Joe Bushel.
Oh,
the what are they called? There's a funny name for them.
I don't know, but I remember the one Princess and the Peach. Eugenia or Bernadette, whatever her name was, where it had
Eugenia.
it had like the infinity sign on her head.
Yes.
And I was like,
Fascinators.
I was like, what in the hell? I am not fascinated.
They call them fascinators over there. I went to a wedding in London, and all the girls were fascinators.
Was it Brooklyn Beckham's? Because he just got married.
It wasn't, but everyone was at that wedding.
Well, yeah.
Wow, what a star-studded wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was there.
And Posh didn't outshine the bride. Although I was not crazy about the bride's dress.
You know, she at last minute she was like, "Do I wear that and make a show up?"
She was Jane Fonda in Monster in Los
It's
Angeles. Or like Alexis in the Schitt's Creek finale.
It's insane to me to think like that. Oh my gosh, like Posh and Bex could be like grandparents soon or something. Like they're still so fucking hot.
Right.
Like,
well, their daughter's only like 8. Like
Harper's young.
Yeah,
there must
she's
be a
young.
big age difference. Or
There was a. I mean, I think they had the 3 boys like right away, and then they just tried for one more like way later, and like that with the girl. You know that girl's getting like every damn.
Yeah, because
thing.
Harper, she was pregnant with Harper at Will and Kate's wedding. I want to say.
Yeah.
Because I remember her having a little baby bump at the royal wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Little baby,
because they were invited. Because of course.
I mean, but their sons. I mean, he's like 23. He's young.
Yeah, that is young to get married. She's young too, and she's heir to some fortune as well. Like she's from money.
I mean, I wonder if they're going to build on Buckingham Palace.
Oh my god,
that's too much.
Wow.
But yeah, have we heard from our American royalty on the west side of the state? What are they doing over there?
They were in London for Easter.
They're allowed back over there?
Yeah, they were.
Oh.
With Lil Bit.
Yeah, Will bet. They were Will bet.
And what's the son say? Archie?
Archie.
Yeah.
Archie and Woolbit.
Archie and
I will never.
Woolbit.
I will never not call her Willowbit.
I do think they were kind of
Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Willowbit.
I think they were making amends. I think maybe they're like, oh shit, we don't have enough money over here in the U.S.
Girl, Brentwood's expensive.
California's expensive. You know how much they charge for gas over here per liter?
Yeah, they're like, shit, rent's due. What do we do?
Grandmummy, what are taxes?
That we could just throw
This
this.
Uncle Sam just keeps taking all my money.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like
like,
to throw my tea in the sea.
they're like, yeah, we made $50 million on this book, but then they took like half of it.
Joe Biden's coming for that other half,
Yeah.
man.
Joe's like, I'm gonna pay for those student loan bills.
I sent Bruton a TikTok the other day, and it was of like some very like gay guy dancing. It was like me doing my best to give Joe Biden and Auntie Kamala like that extra check because Mama's got bills to pay. I was dying.
Oh, poor Auntie Kama. She's got the COVID.
She got the she got the railroad.
She got the COVID.
Who doesn't
Yep.
anymore?
I read somewhere like 60.
Still don't.
I read somewhere 60% of Americans have had it at some point. Well, at least actually tested positive.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spencer never got it. You guys have
I've
never
never
had it.
technically had it.
Oh, you've never tested positive,
Yeah.
you should say.
Have you been to the movies?
Several times.
We come here for magic.
Yeah, I did test. So on the way back from London, we had the test, and so it was a very quick, like 3 minutes. Like, oh nope, you're negative. And so we were like, great, this was nice. So we went out to eat with friends that lived in London. They're like, they tell all the Americans they're negative because they want you to get out of the country. And I was like, oh, well, that doesn't make me feel good at all. Should I put on a mask? But I did test yesterday. I'm still negative. So
Good. Oh, well, this has been a day full of live life laughter. I messed that up.
yeah, it's a Tuesday.
That's the bottle of wine in me.
Just a whoa bit.
Just a little bit. That will never get old.
Never. RuPaul.
No,
RuPaul should trademark that.
You guys, even if we're not friends in like 30 years and we haven't seen each other, when you get up to watch Princess Woolbit's wedding,
Yeah.
you're gonna think of me.
Just a little bit.
Now I'm gonna show up to your funeral. How'd you know Eric? I just knew him a little bit.
I swam in his pool a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Oh, that's so good. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
Well, hold on. I have a fun little game I wanted to play.
Oh, you have a game.
You have a game.
Oh, shit.
Let's take a quick break and we'll come back.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna hang out for a little bit longer.
little bit longer.
Hang out for a little bit longer. We'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Oh my god! Now the problem with talking like that is you go into it. And we're back, and I'm just gonna turn it over to Eric because I don't have anything left. I don't even have a little bit left.
Just some. I want to play a game, but I do want to just touch on a little Bravo here because Josh, I did tell you, Josh used to watch my Potomac show with me.
Had I known it was a Bravo interruption, I would not have turned it over.
That's why I told you I had a game. I didn't want to tell you I learned about it on Bravo.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh, she's evolving.
It's like when I want somebody to be on time, I just like Bush show. I'm like, oh, it starts at 2. So anyway, you watch the Potomac Housewives with me, another housewife couple bites the dust. Ashley Darby and Michael Darby announced their separation. This is the husband that, was groping the cameraman's butt, and there's been all these gay rumors out there.
Oh, yeah.
No one was really shocked. She got her 2 kids, and she got him to change their prenup to a postnup, so she's gonna get paid.
Wait, there was groping of cameramen, and you didn't tell me this.
Oh, this was like on season 1.
If you
We're on,
wanted
like,
me to watch, start with that.
I literally was like working from Eric's one day. He's like, I'm gonna turn on Housewives. Like, okay, I'm working. Like, it's background noise, whatever. And then later he's like, oh yeah,
I
this
love
guy.
how he's like, okay, as he's working at my house, whatever.
I'm a guest. And so then he's getting me roped in because he's like, oh yeah, that guy is like under harassment or like he can't go near one camera guy because he grabbed his butt.
He grabbed another husband's like package. He asked another husband just to go like on his bachelor party like alone. I don't know how this girl. He's like 70 and this girl's like 27 and gorgeous.
I was like, that cameraman is
Everybody
the
was
luckiest cameraman
super
in the
shocked
entire
when it
world.
came out.
He literally, after it happened, went probably up to Andy Cohen and was like, I'm gonna get a raise. Like, guess what I can tell you.
And he's like, shit, where do I sign the check?
But the game I wanted to play. So yesterday I've been watching Summer House, which is like the best show on Bravo right now. If you're not watching Summer House, I don't even know what you're watching. But they did a fun little. They did a little fuck, marry, kill. So do you guys like breakfast food?
I love breakfast food.
Brunch food, especially.
The most important.
All
of the
right,
day.
so the girls were like all in the kitchen and cooking, and they decided to play fuck, marry, kill. Your choices are pancake, waffle, and French toast.
Oh, this is fun, but
Fun but different. Also, I miss brunch. Can we do brunch though?
right. If you had put like mimosa and like Bloody Mary,
Yeah, I thought bacon was going to be in the mix. Yes. Oh no, those two, I can go.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
go ahead.
I'm going to marry French toast. I'm going.
But you have to give your reason why. Why are you married?
Oh, I've always been a French toast kid. I love French toast. Spencer makes it on Texas toast for me all the time.
So you're Team Gabriel and Emily in Paris. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Team Gabriel. I'm gonna kill. Do they have any type of toppings or insides or no?
Everybody knows you love a good fruit.
Well, and actually, I'd put them on both. But you know what? I'm just gonna kill the waffle and I'm gonna fuck the pancake.
Okay, interesting.
I'm gonna do Mary Waffle. I guess kill the pancake and then whatever. Fuck the
French toast?
French toast.
Oh, he just likes to go overseas for a quickie.
Yeah, French toast gives me
It
a
is
little
a Belgian
something.
waffle.
I like that the syrup really gets in those little grooves and
Lego Maego.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I would marry French toast because it's been my favorite since I was a kid. And then, I mean, waffles are always a good go-to. You can put them in the freezer. They're always good for a late night booty call. You want a little waffle in the toaster in the middle of the night, like.
The more I'm thinking about it, I think you guys are right.
Yeah,
I think
and then
I'd kill the pancake.
I mean, the pancake is just basic. Like, oh, let me just put some batter on. Like,
yeah.
It's really all the same ingredients.
literally.
but
I mean, I do love a blueberry pancake. That's my.
I don't like any fruit in my pancake.
I do not like fruit either. Like Dan always makes like homemade fruit syrup.
I
I'm
might
like,
do
not for me.
a banana pancake, maybe.
Spencer will do bananas in mine and then pecans.
Oh, I do love a pecan.
I do love a pecan.
Yeah, it's lovely. Especially if you let the bananas get old and like green or like brown or whatever, then you can put them right into the batter.
I was like, green. That's
That's
new
right.
banana.
Sorry, brown.
Wow, that's ripe.
Again, the bottle of wine is gone. Oh, the wine's gone. I'm like Johnny Depp in a deposition.
Okay,
deposition.
all right,
Oh my
just-
gosh.
Deposition.
Just end it.
The memes write themselves at this point. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. The best way to say that you love us is to rate, review, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a coworker, and just let us know that you love us. Drop us a note, comment on the socials, and until next time.
Bye.